Okay, everybody. So we know that Facebook, lovely Facebook, has made a new announcement that they are no longer allowing third-party streaming apps to stream inside of Facebook groups. Here's the thing, although they're not allowing it, we can still do it. It's just not as easy as it used to be. So what I want you to think through is when you are using a third-party app, why are you using it? So sometimes it may just be easier to go live and go native inside of your Facebook group. So if you're not, if you don't have the need to share screen, then you potentially can just be doing a Facebook Live inside of your Facebook group. Okay. You may not even need your streaming app. But for those of us who need to share screen or need to have multiple screens happening at once. For example, if you have one camera shooting you and another one shooting your artwork, that can be a reason for wanting to still use a streaming app like StreamYard. There are tons out there. I'm just going to show you today what you need to be doing to set up your StreamYard and your Facebook to talk to one another, because we can still do streaming inside of our Facebook group with third-party app. Here are two big reasons when you want to use a tool like StreamYard, or we want to use a streaming software. We might want to, again, have multiple cameras, or maybe another reason is you need to pre-schedule your live, that you actually cannot be live the moment that it's running. You're going to pre-record it and have it stream it. Okay, so those are two examples of why you would want to do that. So I am going to set up the application to work inside of our ArtBoss Help Hub. And I'm going to use this opportunity just to kind of show you how you do it. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. You might be able to watch it on a 1.7 speed in the future if you're watching how to do this. But let's just go ahead and do it. There's just some multiple steps that we have to do. Once you set it up once, that's it, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we need to do is set up an event, because we need to get to some API codes and to some streaming codes. So let's go ahead and do that. I am going to share screen and we're going to walk through this. So we're going to go on over into our Facebook Help Hub. Remember, just make sure you're working in your Facebook group when you do this, but I'm going to set up an event. So I'm going to click on my event tab right here, and I'm going to create an event. Okay, so the event that I'm creating, I'm just going to call it, you don't have to have anything super great about it. I'm just going to call it the Art Boss Help Hub streaming. Okay, because I just need to get to some API codes. I'm going to start it today at 1 p.m. It really doesn't matter, but I want to click virtual and I want to click Facebook Live. And this is perfect members only. Give it a little bit of information here. Streaming. Again, this is for my example. You type in whatever your event's going to be about. Okay, and I'm going to create the event. So once we create that event, I'm going to let Facebook think for a minute. And once we create that event, it's going to give us some of the key information that we need here. Okay, it gives us the opportunity to invite people to our event. This is something that's super sweet, but I don't need it right now because I just need to get to these API codes. Okay, so you see that here, the ArtBoss Help Hub streaming event was set up. I'm going to click on Set Up Live Video. And I'm also going to click on Streaming Software. What we're going to do is set this up so that our image is going to be showing right here. Okay, so the first information that we're going to need is this streaming key. And we're also, we want to make sure this is clicked on, persistent stream key, and we're also going to need the server URL. Those are the two codes that we're going to need to manually connect to StreamYard. So we're going to go do that. I also want to make sure that all this over here in my menu is set up as well. Dashboard, settings, just opening everything up for us. And then there you go again. Here are our two keys that that we're going to be needing. Well, no, those aren't the keys we're going to be needing, but that's the information that we have. So I've opened everything up and just really kind of checking everything out so that here's the streaming setup. Okay, perfect. All right, so I need to first grab this stream code right here. It says stream key. Okay. I'm going to now go over into StreamYard. I'm going to open up StreamYard dashboard and I'm going to click destinations and I'm going to add a new destination. And this is what I need to be picking. I need to pick the custom RTMP. So I'm going to click on that and the stream key code is right here. I paste that in there. And my RTMP server URL, we're going to go back to that Facebook group and it's in advanced settings and it's the server URL. I'm going to copy that one. I'm going to move back into my StreamYard and I'm going to paste that here. Okay. I'm now going to create a nickname so I can find this. And I'm going to call it, just for my sake right now, Manual Art Boss Help Hub. Okay. So and I have a server password. No, I don't. And so I'm going to add this in. Okay. So now when I go back to my destinations, you can see that I have a Manual Art Boss Help Hub and it's down here. Okay. So when I start streaming into my Facebook group, I now need to choose this one. After next week, it used to just link it up really easily for me right here and did all the work. Well, that's what Facebook is blocking now, is this automatic connection. And so now I have to create a manual connection. And so I just added that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So I want to go back to my Facebook group and I want to make sure that that this video is connected. So let's go ahead and I'm going to save the changes on this. And I'm going to go back to my, okay, I'm going to go back to my Help Hub right here, that live event. First, stream everything through our live event. And here's how I know that it's working, is because now you can see me down here inside of this. Okay, so everything is connected. I also will use this slider over here that says go live automatically at scheduled start time. So I'm going to slide that on. You need to do that if you have a pre-scheduled. Okay, so if you're working in StreamYard and you have pre-scheduled, then you're going to need to do that. If you don't have a pre-scheduled, you actually just need you need to have the streaming software in order to share screen, then you don't need to click that slider. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit. It's thanks Facebook. It's just a little bit more work in order to use streaming tools. My guess is that there's two things that are going to happen. Either Facebook is going to back off of this and be like, yeah, that was silly for us to do that. Or Facebook is going to have the ability for us to stream pre-recorded videos inside of the Facebook groups and or share screen. Okay. So they're probably on the path of fixing the two reasons why we need streaming software. So this could be a really good indication of things that are coming. Okay, so, but don't worry. In the meantime, we still have the ability to stream information into our Facebook groups using third-party apps. We just need to take those two the stream code and the server code and put it inside of our StreamYard. Pop back over here. Let me see here. Let's pop back over here and make sure I have everything going. Okay, there we go. All right. So that is it. And just needed to make sure I have everything together. Once again, I know that this is a little bit extra steps and but it's totally possible to do this. Okay, cool.